Hello everyone, Boozy here, doing a quick video here that was by request, and it was by someone that was asking specifically, what to concentrate on as a new player, and kind of what to do when you're just starting out, and specifically what to focus on. And so I think it's really player specific because I've seen a lot of people get in and make the classic age old mistake of just increasing their throne room level as quickly as humanly possible, and they wind up like screwing themselves quite a bit. And it takes a very, very, very long time to recover from that. Um, that's pretty difficult to do. And what to focus on as that kind of player or a player that did that, that's different than somebody who didn't do that. So with this video, what I'm going to do is kind of show you some of the ins and outs of what to concentrate on as a new player coming out of the gate. To do that, I'm using my son's account here, Booz2. He's not terribly new, but he is significantly lower powered than my main account here. Right now he is a TR6. I'm right in the middle of upgrading him to TR7, and he's got 2 hours left there. But I'll tell you kind of how I've kind of purposely kept him at TR6 for a very, very long time intentionally, to kind of maximize his strength strategically, because there's a lot of towers and like clan wars and stuff that have like a TR6 minimum requirement, and I kind of wanted to take advantage of that. But we're moving on from that. We're going to TR7, so I'm going to go ahead and use this account to show you kind of what to do. So first things first, one of the things you do want to concentrate on as a brand new player, just to get it out of the way, is concentrate on the star levels of your dwellers. Now, these star levels are incredibly important, and when you first start off, I think you just have a couple that are like 3 stars or something like that. So these star levels is the dweller's potential for their training limit, right? And so this is for any job, not just fighter. So 1 star means that you can only train that dweller to level 20 in any job. Now, it's not total. It's, you can train them to level 20 in every single job, but only to level 20. It can never go above level 20. When it says add a star to this for diamonds, don't ever, ever, ever pay this. That is a total waste of diamonds because you can breed them very, very easily. So one of the first things I tell people to do is go watch my breeding guide on my channel, because it's going to show you how to breed dwellers very, very quickly and very effectively, very efficiently. You should be able to get 5-star dwellers fairly quickly. Now, it won't happen overnight. It will take several days, maybe even a couple weeks before you get your first one. But after you get your first one, it's a snowball effect from there. So the way that it works is, going back to it, 1 star, level 20 maximum, 2 stars is 40, 3 is 60, and 4 is 80, 5 is 100. The reason that's important is this. Every single job in the entire castle other than fighter. So when we're talking about treasurer, cook, alchemist, carpenter, later there's the stone worker, whatever it is, foundry worker, something like that. All of those you can only ever increase to a maximum level of 60 in the entire game. And we're talking when you're at throne level 10, everything in your entire castle is maximum level. You can get them to a maximum of level 60. So doing the math there, a 3-star dweller is totally fine all the way to the end of the game, for every single job in the entire castle other than fighter. Fighter, however, is the difference, or is the only one that's different. Fighter in the end game, you can get all the way up to level 100. And so for a fighter, you need a 5-star dweller. Okay. Now that means that, what's a 4-star good for? The answer is absolutely nothing. A 4-star is no better than a 3-star at anything in the entire game for any job, period, other than getting to level 80, other than 60 for fighter. But you don't even want that, because if you get one up to level 80 as a fighter, and then you go, oh, I can't go to level 100, you're going to absolutely murder yourself for how long it took you to get to level 80, only to have to banish him from your castle and retrain one up all the way. So what I'm saying there is that for every single job in your entire castle, a 3-star is totally fine. If you have anything less than a 3-star, the second you fill up your quantity, I have 30 of 30 right here. I have babies that can't be born right now. Once you get to that point, if you have any 1 or 2-star dwellers in your castle, banish them. Because end game long term, you cannot use them for anything. Okay? You have to get rid of them. So go ahead and get rid of them. It might hurt. You might have a 2-star all the way up to like level 20 or whatever, and you go, oh man, it's a level 20 treasurer. Why do I need to get rid of them? Get rid of them. You're going to have to at some point or another. Go ahead and rip the band-aid off and get rid of them. Don't do it immediately if those are your only 2 treasurers right now, right off the bat when you first start the game. Don't do that. Wait till you're at maximum capacity, then start getting rid of your 1s and 2-stars. Other than that, 3 stars are perfectly fine for every single job, so go ahead and keep them. Now, fighters, start working on trying to get those 5-star dwellers right now. Because if you don't have the 5 stars for your dwellers now, you're just going to have to banish these guys from your castle or use them in a different job later on, and then retrain new fighters all the way over again later on in the game. And why would you want to do that to yourself? These training times per levels, later on levels, start getting to be multiple days per level. So why would you want to do this all over again? Do it now, right when you start the game. Make breeding a priority as soon as you can. Start breeding them. This also points out something. A female cannot fight or go to war while she's pregnant, okay? Which means it's very advantageous to you to have all of your fighters as males while you're breeding. But your fighters, priority number 1, get them to 5. So that's a primary focus in the beginning of the game. Go look at my breeding guide. It's on my channel. It will show you how to do this. It has the most effective layout. Combining your living room, having 1 male in there, filling the rest up with females, and then just cycling them out, making a little harem. I know it's kind of gross, but it works. It's very, very quick. So that's focus number 1, getting all of your fighters at 5 stars. You can do that fairly quickly. Focus number 2, getting all of your fighters to level 40. Okay, so you want to, well, it's kind of twofold. You want your fighters at level 40 and you want your barracks at level 4. Here's the reason. Comparatively, getting your barracks to level 4 and your fighters to level 40 is extremely fast to do compared to anything past that, okay? So getting your barracks to level 5 is much harder to do. It takes a lot longer and a lot more requisites. Number 1, first and foremost, it requires you to be at TR7. The problem is going from whatever you may be, TR5, TR6 to TR7, comes with so many other caveats. The arena store prices, the dark portal prices, things like that are going to dramatically increase in price. And you don't want to do that just to increase your barrack size. So getting your barrack size to level 4 will give you 4 fighters across the stack. That's going to make you more effective in the dark portal. And then, make sure you train up another 2. So you want 6, because when you're deploying, and the reason I'm telling you all of this, by the way, is to make you effective in clan wars for your clan. Getting your fighters to level 40 is extraordinarily fast to do. It's very, very quick comparatively. Getting one to level 40 is significantly faster than trying to get one from level 40 to 55, for example. You can go from level 1 to 40 in just a fraction of the time that it takes to go from 40 to 55. So getting all 4 of your fighters to level 40, or in this case, all 6 to level 40, is just something you should do right out of the gate. Yes, you're going to be terrible in the arena initially because you're not going to have the gear to gear up, but that happens over time, and it's pretty easy to get gear initially. And I'll show you. If you go in the arena, just by attacking once every single round, you get 60. So even if you die, even if you don't even kill anyone at all in the entire arena, just the fact that you attacked, you get this participation bonus of 60 valor. You go into the store and you can buy rare armor for 250, right? So just after a few, you can start buying all of this rare equipment, and you can at least fully deck out your new level 40 fighters in rare gear all the way across. And every once in a while, you're going to pick up some epic stuff along the way. That's going to increase your effectiveness, your strength. You're going to start doing better in the portal. And then you start getting those purple shards from the portal. Once you get 10 of them, you can start crafting legendary gear. That's going to make you even stronger. And then naturally, you're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and start doing better. Why do you want 6 of them? Because when you deploy in Clan Wars, you can deploy 6 troops, even though your barracks only holds 4. So, priority number 1, start working on 5 stars for your fighters, and 3 stars for everyone else for that matter. For everyone else, okay? No exceptions. You do not want 1 or 2 star dwellers in your castle at all. Always use the highest star male or female as your breeder, because that's going to increase the chances for higher star offspring. Priority number 2, increase your barracks to level 4. All of your fighters across the stack to level 40 minimum. If you want to go higher than that, then you can plan accordingly. But 40 needs to be your kind of minimum. There's no reason to not just go ahead and race all the way to it, because it's going to be just as hard to outfit a team of level 40s as it would be a level 30s, and at least a full team of level 40s. 6 of them, you can get your squad strength power to be between 5 to 600,000. That makes you usable in a clan war to your clan. So that's priority number 2. Increase your squad strength across the stack. Fighter levels 40 all the way across. Let's see. Priority number 3. Get to TR6. And maybe I have these reversed because you kind of need TR6 to do the Barracks 4 or whatever. But whatever. Priority number 3, get at least TR6. I say at least, but you kind of want to stay at TR6 for a while. Reason being is it opens the Dark Portal. The Dark Portal, you can't access it on the weekends until TR6, and you want to open it as quickly as possible. The reason is this. My grind level here, I haven't even started doing this over the weekend at all. I haven't done it on my main account. This is my son's account, and he hasn't really done it either. But on his account in TR6, again, these arena store prices and these portal prices are based off TR level. At TR6, they're incredibly cheap. If you upgrade to TR7, you're not ready for it. These prices are going to double in the portal, and they're awful. But the grinding gear here, or the grinding level here, I think Booze 2 grinds at like level 26, which I can't remember what that produces, but I think it's over 100 or so Dark Souls per win. And then if we go over to the store here and we go down to purple shards, that's 650 Dark Souls per purple shard. So 7 wins nets him a purple shard. So over time, he can just start amassing mass amounts of purple shards pretty easily, particularly if one weekend he wants to go all in. And sometimes he'll just go in and just, not even do purple shards at all. He'll just go and buy, a few stacks of these diamonds. And then the next weekend, like every third weekend or something like that, he'll redeem all those diamonds and get like the soul catcher or something for ×3. And then he'll go nuts and get just like a ton of the purple shards and save them up. The reason being is because these purple shards, even though they only cost 650 now, it still costs 10 purple shards to make a legendary item for a level 30. But it also costs 10 purple shards, the same exact cost, 10 purple shards to craft a level 100 legendary item. So the more purple shards you get now at TR6, the better you're making things for yourself later on in the game. This is also another reason why you don't want to increase your TR level ahead of time, because you don't have any purple shards. You're like, oh man, at TR10, purple shards are right around 7,500 per purple shard, and these payouts are the exact same, guys. So 26 just for doing this one. It takes a while just to get one purple shard in some cases. Even doing, I think in my main account, I've hit level 78 in the portal, and it's still taking me a while just to get one purple shard. So take advantage of it while you can. Get at least TR6 just so you can unlock this. From here, I showed you how to get rare stuff in the arena. You can also get epic stuff here, legendary armor in here. You can get the purple shards in here. It's all different ways that you can increase your stuff. Arena, check out my arena bracket guide to figure out what arena bracket you're in. Your next focus is going to be, so this is number 4, if you're paying attention. Number 4 is getting an artifact on every single fighter that you have for your 6. Not just the 4 in your barracks, but all 6 for the clan war. Okay, pay attention to the unique attribute here. You don't want to buy 2 that have the exact same effect on them that are marked unique, because only one of them will actually work. So when you're selecting and buying these here, make sure that you're selecting the ones that will actually work. You're not doing any duplicates here, and it's not the names, so this scroll of insight might be called Vial of Life or something like that, but they both have the exact same effects, and both of them are unique. Only one will work if I equip them to fighters and stuff like that. So pay attention to the unique stuff. So number 4, make sure you have artifacts across a stack. It's going to dramatically increase your power level, your squad power level, and they're fairly easy to get. So coming in top 3 using an event ticket, nets you, I can't really recall, close to 300. 250 to 300 badges. So pretty easy to get one of these things if you just try. It's like 1 week cycle before a new one comes out. So in 1 week, you should be able to get 3,000 pretty easily if you try. In TR6, TR7, this price goes up. And again, this is another reason why increasing your throne room before you're ready, is just not a good idea. The reason I'm doing it with Boost 2 is because he's maxed out. He's literally, if I click up here, there's nothing else he can do except for his throne room. Everything in here is maxed out. I mean, he is more than ready to go. Also, I mean, while he doesn't have is the purple shards that I wanted to get, I have so many chests. I wound up using a bunch of them to upgrade some arsenal stuff, but I've got so many chests built up and ready to go that I should be able to right out of the gate start getting a bunch of stuff there for him too. So, upgrading in TR7 and upgrading that stuff. But don't upgrade before you're ready. Stay where you're at, but you do need to be a minimum of TR6. You need to have a minimum of level 40 for all 6 fighters. You need to have all artifacts across the stack. Start trying to get 5 stars across the board for all your fighters, 3 stars for everyone else. Now, if you already have all of this, Another focus you need to start doing is getting in here and start grinding up these purple shards. Purple shards are huge. Every 10 of them allows you to craft legendary gear later on of your choosing. You can say, hey, I want to craft an archer weapon or, a tank armor or something like that. Grind them out, grind them out, grind them out, grind them out. Also, keep current on your world map, your campaign, because eventually once you get like around, I can't remember what it is. I want to say TR8, TR9, somewhere in there. You should get to where you can take out the Abyss Lord, and his gear is incredibly nice, but you want to just make sure you're current there. At TR8, you unlock Gem Bay, but I wouldn't rush there just to get that yet. If you already have everything that I've told you about, and you already have a good amount of purple shards, and you're already at level 40, go ahead and go up to TR7. The goal at TR7, right when you hit TR7, if you're at TR7, you need to be at level 5 barracks immediately. Immediately go to level 5 barracks, increase your fighter training room to level 5, and then because that'll enable you to get your fighters up to level 55, and then upgrade all of your fighters to level 55. That's your goal. Nothing else matters in TR7, okay? TR7, you need to get to the 5-55 bracket as quickly as possible. The second you hit TR7, that's your goal. Reason being is this. Now, number one, real quick, I just want to mention TR7's also this little master chest down here. Notice in TR6, it only has rare items. In TR7, it has guaranteed legendary gear in it. So save up a bunch of badges before you go. I didn't do that just because I don't need to. I've got a whole bunch of chests and everything like that saved up. I've got a plan. But in TR7, 5-55 will enable you to grind at in the mid 40s here pretty easily. And with that 3x soul catcher, you're going to be able to grind out purple shards. I mean, like nobody's business. It really is the sweet spot in the game for purple shards in the portal. So the second you get TR7, go to 5-55 immediately. That's going to dramatically increase your power across the board. Not just to help out with clan wars, but also to, do very, very well in the dark portal on the weekends. And then after that, it's kind of just rinse and repeat. But those should be your priorities there. And then if you have any other questions or whatever, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Thanks.